Well, our Spirit of Ireland Award is given to an honoree every year who embodies and typifies the best of the Irish spirit. And we all know what that entails. It entails courage, ambition, drive, but most of all, giving back to Ireland. And I think someone like Jim Quinn, who's the president of Tiffany, has proven through his great business career, but also through his many, many contacts and boards that he's on in Ireland, just how much he is dedicated to the future of Ireland. A real nice, down-to-earth Irish guy, and we're delighted that he's accepted our Spirit of Ireland Award. Would you welcome, please, Jim Quinn?
Thank you, Neil. And Tricia, thank you so much. I'm very grateful for this wonderful honor. Grateful almost beyond words, but I do have to say a few things. Certainly, it's a wonderful honor that Irish American Magazine and Neil and Tricia have bestowed on me. Many of us, as we just heard, in fact, most of us in this room enjoy the great benefits that have flowed from the Irish diaspora. And likely, many of us are first or second generation. In Neil's case, maybe goes back a few more generations. But we're here because our parents or grandparents or perhaps someone further back in our history left terribly dire circumstances to begin a new life with little more from the start than the soul of an Irishman, or an Irish spirit if you prefer. And Neil has defined it one way. Nice thing about the Irish is you can choose how you want to define things. But in my view, Irish spirit has something to do with being perhaps a cocktail, one part mystic and one part humor. In Neil's case, a couple of parts humor. Equal parts of optimism and compassion, and there's certainly a potent cocktail that has fueled the success and prosperity of this generation. And success and prosperity are clearly on display today. Here in this room with the Business 100 honorees and with all our friends and supporters. It's a tribute to talent and hard work and good fortune. And the good fortune that we enjoy flowed in part from those who came before us, whether as parents or grandparents or perhaps further back, who trampled down the ground in front of us to clear a path for us to follow. And I love Tricia's analogy that it's the same plant, it just happens to be in better soil now. But those ancestors helped you and they helped me to bring to these shores the best that Ireland has to offer. They left behind desolate circumstances, bleak prospects, and an impoverished future, and they built a life that ensured their offspring would rise through education and hard work. And perhaps some of them even dreamed of a day when their namesakes might be honored as we are here today. We remember them today, those who helped us gain a foothold so that we could grasp a full measure of opportunity. And we're also reminded today that while we lack little, many, many more need a helping hand, words of encouragement, and the chance to travel an unobstructed path forward. I was at a small gathering, and a few people in the room were at the same gathering a few weeks ago for friends and supporters of the Donaldson Adoption Institute. And President Clinton addressed the group. As always, he made insightful comments. He remarked that in all his travels and all his experience, that he's observed that human talent and ability is evenly distributed across the spectrum of income and race and geography, but that good fortune is not so well or evenly distributed. Those of us who've been able to exercise our talents in a robust field of opportunity can do much to help others to grasp the levers of success. We can, as individuals, help one by one, and we can make a difference. And we can join with others in support of organizations that provide much-needed aid. And there are many, of course, here in our town in New York. And there are other organizations like the American Ireland Fund that does so much for our beloved Ireland. And still others like Concern Worldwide, the Ireland-based relief organization that's doing such great work in Haiti and in African nations torn by conflict and disease. So I just mentioned that thought. It's perhaps a touch more uplifting than talking about the 1847 famine. But we are in the Christmas season, and we who have enjoyed the bounty of such good fortune also need to think about those who haven't been quite so fortunate. I'm also reminded of my mother's advice on occasions like this. Jimmy, be grateful and be brief. This is truly a great honor. I am deeply grateful and honored to receive the Spirit of Ireland Award and for being included among such an extraordinary group of honorees. I wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and peace in the New Year. Thank you very much.